Hi, I'm Janet. Welcome to this lesson. We are going to discuss the theme of tradition as manifested in blossoms of the savannah. Traditions refer to a way of life of a particular group of people. It involves beliefs, it involves practices and norms that a particular society or group associates to. The novel Blossoms of the Savannah brings out a number of traditions that the Maasai community of the Maasai community and where it is set. Marriage is one of the cherished traditions in this community. It is expected that when a man becomes of age, he should choose a woman to marry. This is the case with Olekailos, who went to betroth his wife Jane Milanoi after he saw her and fell in love with her. Mama Milanoi is excited about going back to the village since it will be easy to marry off our daughters in the new town than in Nakuru. Marriage is so much valued in the society to the extent that sometimes men are forced to book girls for marriage even before they are born. Many of the men are polygamous. Polygamous. Now we go to female circumcision as a tradition. Female circumcision is another tradition that is valued in this community. It is a tradition around which the story revolves. Too much value is attached to this tradition that a man cannot marry a girl who has not been circumcised. She remembers how the women who had visited her from Nasila described the status of their daughters as Intoye Nemengalana, which contemporarily meant an uncircumcised girl. The man who accosted Tayo and Resian sneers at them. The seriousness of this tradition comes out when Resian is almost forcefully taken through it to prepare her as a wife of Olarinkoi. Olarinkoi's mother had already brought the Enkaratani, but Resian escapes just in the nick of time. As they were hurrying away with Nabaru, she noticed Olarinkoi is motherland, an old woman who Naburu said was the Enkaratani approaching, even when Oloisudori was claiming her from her father. He had insisted that she had to undergo the cut first so as to rid her of her Intoye Nemengelana status, unlike her sister Resian who escaped. Tayo unfortunately is forcefully circumcised. She remembers the whole traumatizing occurrence that removed her from among the detested Intoye Nemelangalana. This practice has seen the rise of campaigners such as Minik Enekoitoi, the Emakererei, who fight against it. She is so much hated by the elders of Nasila to the extent that they label her as wasp. Resian and Tayo join her in her camp where 500 other girls have been rescued. The campaign is for girls not to be circumcised. The campaign is for girls not to be circumcised, but to be proud being Intoye Nemengalana. Clanism is another tradition that forms part of this society. They strongly believe that members of the same subclan are like brothers. This comes out well during Olekailo's homecoming ceremony, where members of Ilorasha clan, and more specifically those from Ilorasha subclan to which Olekailo also belonged, felt that the success of the ceremony rested on their shoulders. Thus, they outdid themselves, led by Joseph Pamwat, to ensure its success. This brotherhood best comes out when Tayo and Joseph are warned against any sexual relationship since though they are not related by blood, they are a brother and sister following their clan ties. Simiren explains to Mama Milanoi why it would be great abomination for Tayo and Joseph Pamuat to have any illicit conduct. The people in this society believe in some superstitions. When Resian argues with her mother and aunt, Yeyo Botor, her aunt explains to her mother that Resian must be suffering from Olkuenyi, a bad spirit, which must be as a result of her uncircumcised nature. The belief was that spilling blood through circumcision helped purge away the ill spirit. Mama Milanoi knew how serious the issue of Olkoenyi was in this society, such that they believed it was contagious, and thus whoever believed it to have it was shunned like a plague. Similarly, when Resian has a premonition that all was not well, she noticed cooing of a bird which Pamuat had explained to them that it was always a bigger of a bad news. Now those are the traditions found in the blossoms of the savannah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you to improve on your English. Kindly remember to like, to share and to subscribe to this channel. See you then.